Imagine standing in court, expecting probation, but instead the judge tells you one mistake could cost you 99 years of your life. This young defendant thought he was getting a second chance, but what the judge said next changed everything, and what happens at the end? You won't believe it.
Good morning, sir. Is it Jerron or Jaron? Jerron Crane. And Mr. Crane was previously in court, entered pleas of guilty in cause numbers 23 DCCR 1406 and 23 DCCR 2233. I've received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Judge.
Have your honor. Any additions or corrections?
No, Judge.
Judge, only just to refresh the court's recollection, the co-defendant is Mr. St. Clair.
Yes.
Dealt with him last week. Also, Mr. Crane has been on house arrest, and I think has had no issues while out of law, so we ask the court to consider following the agreement.
I don't have any problem following the agreement. I am, however, going to require, based on age, nature of the offense, and some of the things that he said, particularly with regard to being young and being a follower, the ISF cognitive track. And that is not intended to be necessarily a punishment, but some tools to get you in the right spot so that you can be successful in this probation. So let me go through all that, and then I'll explain some more. So I'm going to find in each of your cases, Mr. Crane, that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence in each case to find you guilty. However, I am going to follow the agreements that you made with the district attorney's office. In cause number 23 DCCR 1406, I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine in that case and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. And I'm going to go over some of those in just a minute. And then in cause number 23 DCCR 2233, I'm also going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm also going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay that $500 fine, and again, to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. So some specific conditions in each case, the first is going to be that you enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. What that means is you're going to go into custody today. There's a short wait. I don't think it's very long, and you'll be transferred to that ISF program. That is a program for you to learn to make better decisions. You're very young. This opportunity that you're getting today is literally the opportunity of a lifetime. And what happens if you don't take advantage of it is you could end up spending a lifetime in jail instead, or prison, because the range of punishment on this, if you violate your probation, is between 5 years and up to 99 years or life in prison. So I want you to have the tools to be successful. But here's part of that. You're going to end up in jail with some of the same people that I really don't want you to be around. And so we're going to send I'm going to send something over there to the jail so that hopefully you guys can be kept separate. Because if you get in trouble, part of your condition of probation is that you not get in trouble in jail. If you end up with incident reports while you're in jail or while you're at ISF, then that means that you've already violated your probation before you ever get back out again. So whatever you need to do to take advantage of that opportunity that you're being given to stay clean and out of the way in jail, you're not the only one in there that has been given this same rule and same consequences if you violate the rules. So y'all need to get together and go, I don't want to go to prison for a long, long time. All right. You will be required to get your GED as a condition of your probation. That's to help you. So as soon as you get out of ISF, and I'm not sure, you might even can start that while you're there in ISF. But if you can't, then when you get out, you're going to start it within 30 days. That's a requirement. And you obviously cannot have any contact communication with Aleem St. Clair or go on the locations of 9390 Doty Street, 6817 Terrell or Terrell Street. You can have any contact or communication with the victims of these offenses. And there's just going to be regular show up for probation, all of those types of things. Test negative, you cannot use any drugs. That if you do that, again, I want to really I hope you understand, and I'm sure Mr. Gertz has gone over this with you, the opportunity that you're being given today. And I want you to do well, and I want you to be successful. But I want you to understand that if you're not, then I'm going to look back, if you're here on a motion to revoke, number one, at the underlying offenses and how serious they are. And the fact that you got this opportunity, you're not going to get another chance and come back in and go, well, I just messed up a little. Give me another chance. This is your chance. Okay. So take advantage of it. Also, condition of these probations is that you cannot possess a firearm of any sort. You can't have it in a car. You can't be with other people that are possessing firearms. If there are firearms in the house where you live, they have to be under lock and key or out of the house where you don't have access to them. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you in each of your cases the trial court certifications that shows that these were agreements that I followed. And so you've waived your right to appeal. I will sign that dismissal and cause number 23 DCCR 1082 as part of this deal. And then you can go back with the bailiff. Good luck to you, sir. All right, Mr. Crane. So you are going to have a baby today. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. Your attorneys talked with me. The assistant district attorney is not arguing against me doing this, what he's requested, but I want to make sure you understand what all of this means. I'm going to let you turn yourself in this Friday at 12 o'clock noon. All right. So that gives you a couple of days to get everything taken care of, see the baby born, and then you have to turn yourself into the Jefferson County Jail by noon on Friday. That's part of your probation now. And so what that means is if you don't turn yourself in on time, it's a violation of your probation. And so you're going to be right where you don't want to be, right? So I know you don't want to go for those 3 months, but it is intended to help you make better decisions. 3 months is better now to miss out of your child's life than potentially 5 to 99 if you violate your probation. So go listen, get the tools you need, turn yourself in, make some positive changes so that you don't ever have to look at me in this position again and we're not here having some really bad conversations. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to let you go today. I'm going to let you turn yourself in on Friday. And then hopefully everything goes just like we already talked about and you change your life and we're in a good place. Okay. All right. You can go back and they'll let you go from back there. Thank you. Good morning. Are you Calvin Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Smith, this is your initial appearance and cause number 25 DCCR 1639. You're charged with a third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from September 30th of 2025. Since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Well,
Right. So same as you've heard about me say, when you're in custody, we give you a court-appointed attorney. But once you make bond, I expect you to try to hire your own attorney. So I'm going to reset your case for about 30 days to give you some time to get someone hired. If you do get someone hired before the next court date, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, I just see that you have another case, don't you? You have also the burglary of a building from that same date of September 30th of 2025, and that's cause number 25 DCCR 1638. So you got 2 cases. So anyway, so try to get a lawyer hired. If not, visit with at least 3. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers you talked to when you come back so I know you're trying, and then we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bonds for not following the court order and you go back to jail. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right, if you step in front of the clerk, she'll give you your reset notice.
This wasn't just a sentence. It was a once-in-a-lifetime warning. One wrong move, and it's not months, it's decades behind bars. If you want to see real courtroom moments that can change lives in seconds, hit subscribe now, because the next case might be even more shocking.